Hi, so my name is Olivia Smith, and this is my presentation on the use of iPads and apps in speech therapy for EME 2040. So for my introduction, as the world of technology continues to grow, the use of technological devices and apps have begun to integrate their way into the world of speech therapy. So through using an iPad in a therapy session, speech therapists can make sessions more engaging and interactive for their patients. When working with kids or in a school setting, using an iPad and playing online games in therapy can be seen as a reward that will also reinforce what the child is learning in therapy. iPads offer speech therapists with an easy way to make assessments and do patient treatments, causing them to no longer have to carry around bags of physical games and assessment sheets, as it can now all be stored on an iPad. So how iPads and apps are integrated into speech therapy. iPads are used in therapy sessions to make patient assessments, video patient progress, use visual concepts like pictures or YouTube video tutorials, or to play therapy-related games. iPads make therapy sessions more engaging and interactive for patients, especially for young patients and children with playing apps. Speech therapy apps like Articulation Station and Word Vault can be used in therapy to help patients with speech sound delays and articulation. And speech therapists can use apps such as SOP Goal Bank to create goals for their patients and use it as a resource to track their progress over time, which is very convenient, all stored on one app. So how iPads and apps have changed speech therapy. In the past, speech therapists played physical games that they had to drag to each therapy sessions. Now multiple games can be stored on one small and portable iPad through the many apps that speech therapists can download on it. Speech therapists used to have to do data collection for each patient by hand in order to show how therapy has helped them over time. But now many of the apps have built-in data collection features to support managing many students on a caseload. This is very convenient for speech therapists, especially those who are traveling school to school. And before, patients would practice their sounds outside of therapy with practice sheets or physical homework their therapist would give them. But now many iPad apps offer immediate visual and auditory feedback for correct and incorrect responses, thus making practicing at home a lot easier and reassuring what they've learned through therapy throughout the week. Using iPads and apps in speech therapy. The advantages of this is that an iPad is very portable. Apps are engaging and interactive, especially for young patients. Apps and iPads offer an easy way to track progress over time through videoing patients or storing data on apps. And visuals and videos help patients better understand certain concepts, see their progress through physically watching it back in videos. The disadvantages of this are iPads are more expensive than using physical games or evaluation sheets. iPads can have technology issues. Apps could not load, or things can be deleted. It also lacks social interaction through having the kids just play apps on in therapy sessions and not physically talking because they're too focused on the game. Then apps can also lack actual educational value. They can sometimes just be fun and not be reassuring. So the future of iPads and apps in speech therapy, I believe that this will be integrated more and more into therapy sessions in years to come, especially as the world becomes more reliant on technology. I think that physical games will turn into using only apps or digital downloads. In therapy sessions, I don't think speech therapists in the future will use any physical flashcards or data tracking anymore. And the convenience and availability of this technology will change the face of the entire profession for the future. I think in the future, every speech therapist will own an iPad and use this as their main source of fun and entertainment in therapy sessions. So my personal thoughts on iPads and apps in speech therapy. Once I'm working in the field, I'm sure there'll be even more speech therapy apps developed and an even higher demand for using iPads in therapy sessions than there are now. I think that using apps and iPads in therapy sessions is a useful tool that can make therapy more fun and engaging, especially for children. And I'm preparing myself to incorporate this into my work life by researching the best apps speech therapists use for different speech disorders, figuring out the best way to store patient progress and data on an iPad, because I believe that the future of this field will be very technology oriented. So in conclusion, overall I believe that the use of iPads and apps in speech therapy sessions is a very useful technology. I think that it allows therapy sessions to become more interactive and engaging as they follow the developing society and integrate technology into their field. iPads and apps offer speech therapists with an easier and more interactive way to track patient progress and data, allowing therapy sessions to be more organized and reflective for both the patient and the therapist. The use of technology in this field of speech therapy is overall very beneficial and will become more useful in the future. Here's my final reflection video for AIME 2040. Hi, so for my final reflection, for the first question in AIME 2040, I learned how to use many different technology softwares like Pictochart and Powtoon. And then throughout this class, I grew by getting more comfortable and integrating more technology systems into my presentations and assignments. Before this class, I did not know how to make animated PowerPoints or infographics, so it taught me that, which is cool. I found making the presentations fun and easy, but narrating the PowerPoints was pretty difficult for me. I believe that my work improved throughout this class as I began to get more comfortable with different technology systems and working on my computer. I will remember after this class how to narrate PowerPoints and screen record because this is something that I've never done before, but I think will be useful in the future for presentations for both school and work. And after taking this class, I feel more confident in my ability in using technological systems to make presentations and integrate it more into my daily life. Thank you. And there are my APA sources. Thank you.